Guys, sorry about my voice. Welcome back to my channel. This is Storey House Books. My name is Tiana, if you don't know who I am. I'm a junk journaler, new paper crafter, kind of new to all this, but this is going to be part 3 of the Create a Lapbook series with me series. And last night we did this section here. We worked on this. I've added a couple things and have some ideas on how to finish it. Let me show you what I've added since last night. On the outside, first off, part of the closure, I'm going to do a little wrap with a notch closure. So I've already added that here. I screwed it to the panel because we're going to cover that and I wanted to get that done. I've also added in the section that we worked on last night, this little turn mount to keep this closed. It's right here. And it's actually attached inside of this pocket with a brad. And these two envelopes I actually want to add here. And then I'm utilizing this pocket for some Kofi dyed index cards that I had. I was trying to figure out what I was going to put in these. Because I was trying to figure out more of a purpose for this lap book for my friend for her birthday. And so this is going to be more, like I said, some, I guess, devotional gratitude kind of lap book, I guess. But I want her to be able to write things in it, take notes, write down anything inspirational, note cards, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like a planner, maybe, kind of. I'm not sure what you're going to call it, but let's just see where it goes, okay? So, these two envelopes I made myself and hand stamped with some of the stamps that I made, as they were made out of craft paper. Really simple. If you'd like to see how I made these, I already had these in my stash. Leave a comment below and we'll do a quick video on these. Because I also used my die cuts for the edges there as well. But they're really cute. I love them. And they got gussets, so they're large enough to hold quite a bit. As you can see, here and here. This one can hold quite a bit. So we're going to glue these down and move on to the next thing I want to add here. So we'll put one there, put this one here. I want to be able to see the stitching that's around it, so I think that'll be good, right? Just like that. Yeah, what do you think? So let's get our art glitter glue, since we're going to be attaching over some threading there. And we're going to go ahead and put a hidden pocket behind both of these. So, well, it is New Year's Eve, so if you hear any noise in the back, it's a lot of fireworks are going off in the background right now. And as you can see, I am home with my daughter. We're spending it together. New Year's is a couple hours away, so I figured I'd go ahead and do some filming. Because I've been really wanting to work on this thing all day. And I've got some great ideas for the rest of the lap book for the different areas. Maybe we'll get to most of those tonight. Okay, there's one. This one we'll put right here so we can see the stitching at the bottom. And make another hidden pocket here as well. And for those of you who don't know, if you're wondering why I don't go to the edge, there's a specific reason. I like my elements, whether they're pockets, envelopes, whatever, to be able to have some room and a little bit of give. I noticed if you go all the way to the edge and glue all the way to the edge, it makes the back of the envelope very tight, and the pocket or whatever very tight itself. So by not gluing all the way to the edge, it allows the paper to rise a little bit and gives it a little bit of growing space, breathing room, whatever you want to call it. And it allows you to put so much more in your element, whether it's an envelope or a pocket or a tuck or whatever. Okay, there we go. So make sure that's centered. Okay, so the hidden pockets would be behind the envelopes themselves. And there we go. So we'll hold those down just for a second. broke my middle nail today. That one hurt really bad. Oh, there go the fireworks again. I hope those are fireworks. So, I wonder what everybody else is doing tonight. I was going to go out tonight with some friends, but I've never been big on going out on big holidays like this. New Year's Eve, 4th of July, that type of thing. I think it's really because I used to be a bartender in my 20s and early 30s. And I was always working, of course. But I know who's on the roads, and you know, if I didn't have to be out there, I didn't want to be. So unless my family and I were at like a function, watching fireworks or something, I usually don't go out on New Year's Eve. I stay home where I'm safe, especially when my kid's safe. All right, those should be good now. All right, next for here, I wanted to put a flip pad, and I wanted to be able to store it in here. So I have these pieces here grouped together. Hello. To make a little notepad. Now I got this paper from Temu. I got a big thick pad of it, so I figured I could just use these, and since they're already glued together, it would, you know, help with the tearing part. And I'm hoping that these will fit in here. It might be too many. Let's see. Actually, I need to cut them down. We'll be able to find out if they'll fit until I cut them down. So they're 3 inches across, 3.5 inches wide, and it looks like they'll fit. They're just a little long. Let's see about this pocket here. Okay, so let's cut this down about 1 inch on all of these. Okay, let's move this out of the way real quick. Pull out the big boy. And we'll cut these down about 1 inch each. Oh, let me turn on the light. I forgot to turn on my ring lamp. Ah, that's way bright. About, there we go. That's better. Okay. It's about 1 inch. Save those scraps for clusters, sure. Darn it, got stuck. Let's go the other direction. Usually that helps if I pull down on it versus trying to push up on the blade. There we go. Alrighty. Now those hopefully will fit in there now. But you don't have to use this type of paper that's already the pad. You can use all, you know, found papers, coffee papers, whatever you want to use. I had it, so I wanted to use it up. Okay, so let's make sure that these fit in here, this length. I don't think I'll be able to fit that many though. Yeah, that might not be. Let's see which one's thicker. This one's thicker. Yeah, that's too thick. Alright, so it'll fit. I think it's still a little long, so it won't fit with, I want it to be a thicker one, so it won't fit with all of those. Let's put those to the side. And then I'm going to cut off another little bit of here. Darn it, it shifted. Okay. So I'm going to hold this down. Darn it. Got it. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see, that's a little easier to get in and out. Yeah, that is. Okay, so we're going to cover that with this piece that matches the papers we used last night. And I've already done some stitching on it. And cut it to size. Okay? So how are we going to do this? Well, I'm going to cut some of this off. It's a little bit long in the back. And then I wanted to try something. And let's go ahead and ink this also. I switched over to a vintage photo, the distressed ink, not the oxide. It's darker, but not as dark as the scorched timber, which I still feel like it's a little too dark. So I tried this out on some other papers, and I think I like it a little better. I'm not going to round the corners on this piece, rather. And then I'm also going to try out something else new, perforating the pages so they come out easier. So there we go. That looks good. And we're going to use my tiny attacher to, put that on the wrong side almost, to attach this here. Okay. Let's grab this. This is my Tim Holtz tiny attacher, and I'll put a link to it in the description below if I haven't already. It's just the tiniest little staples, and they go through so smoothly. I love it. Make sure I line it up right. I think that's close. Pretty close. Should we do a third one? Yeah, let's do a third one just to keep it nice and flat in the middle. Okay. Alright, now, there's that. So, what am I talking about perforation? Well, I'm not really sure. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and I wanted to give it a try. So, I ordered one from Temu, and it came in recently. I got two types of these little spur-looking little dudes. One has really long spikes on it, also really sharp, and this one's a little bit more blunted. And since I want it to do a tear, I tested it with this one, and it worked out pretty well. So what I'm going to do is put this down. I want to take something metal. Let me use this. Yeah, we'll use this. And I'm going to guide it with that, I guess. And then I'm just going to roll it, basically, let me just kind of show you real quick, across this, like so. Take a few of them together and show you. I'm going to roll it across and press really hard, and it will actually put little holes in the paper. So when she goes to pull on it, she can pull it off fairly easy without, just ripping it off, right? So that is the theory and the plan. Hopefully this works. So we'll put it down a little bit further from the, the little cover there. And very carefully run this across. All the way through. Not quite all the way through. How far did it go? It went pretty good. Let's run it one more time. See if I can do this without that little guide. Dude. Nope, I need the guide, dude. I'm gonna press a little harder this time. Okay. I don't want to do too much. Yeah, it went all the way through. And then now, just to, as an example, boom, right? Cool, huh? So yeah, there we go. It's not perfect, but I'll get better at it as I practice. But for this, it'll do. It will do. I accept that the way that it is. But I thought it was a neat idea. And then what I'll also do is I'll make a few extra of these with those other ones that I had left over. So when she's done with one, she can replace it. And this way she can take this off, make lists, put them inside here, in these envelopes, or what have you. or whatever she wants, right? So that'll go in here, like so, if I can get it in there, like that. See? And then I don't think I may put magnets on these, I'm not sure yet, maybe, we'll see. And this will close like that, this will flip over, and then this little turn mount will just come over the top and keep that closed down. All right? Okay, so the next section I want to work on. So I've got an idea for here, and it involves this little pack over here. And I got an idea for this section over here. I think we'll go ahead and start on this one, so I can go ahead and cover that up. So for here, we're going to be putting like some file folders and pockets. And I've already done some pre-work just to save time. And this section is going to be mostly in black. Well, black and white, basically. And we're going to use... Oh, that's not for this part. That's for a different piece. What we're going to do is I'm going to put this as the backing. I've already cut, inked, and did some stitching around the edges. We'll put this down, right? And then on top of that, we're going to create 3 file folders with these 3 sheets of paper that I found. I got this out of a Bo Bunny paper pack from Joann's. And there is a link. I don't know if you can get it anymore. I got it on clearance. It's this one here called Tuxedos and Tiaras collection. These are the 6x8 pads. Really cute paper in here. But I did get it at Joann's, and again, I'll try to link it in the description if I can find it, because I've had it for a while. But we'll do 3 file folders, here, here, and here. Each of them 3 inches long, or yeah, long this way. And then we're gonna do a flip over or flip out. I'll go over it like this. Actually, I just did it on the wrong side. I totally did. It's supposed to be this way. Let me go ahead and fold the flaps so I don't forget which side I'm working on. Because I will do that. I do that all the time. And I'm going to fold the gusset too. Alright, so this piece, this cover is, if I remember right, is 9 1/4. Oh, 9 1/4. Let me measure this real quick. I forgot to write down my measurements. For those of you who want measurements. Yeah, this is a little, yeah, this is 9 3/16. And then it's 7 inches wide. So that'll give me 6 inches to cover this section, plus a 1/2 inch gusset, plus the 1/2 inch flap, right, to attach it to. We're going to cover this piece with this piece of scrap paper that's already been stitched and inked. Okay, and this measures 6 across and the same 9 3/16 long. This comes from a paper pack from Hobby Lobby, and I'll show you here, and I'll put this link in below. I love this one. It's from Paper Studios, called Black on Black. It's glossy, but it's got some really, minus the leopard print. I'm not a big animal print person, but the pinstripes, the florals, stars, vines, plaid. I love plaid. Yeah, I love everything about this paperback. I've got a couple of them. So pick that up if you can. This is from Hobby Lobby, and I'll put that link in as well. Okay, so what's the next step? Let's go ahead and attach the base page. Then we'll attach the cover page. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's do the cover page first, because I want this flap to go underneath the base page. So let's go ahead and do this. I need to round the corners on this side. Let me see, 1 second. When I put my clock on here so I can see what time it is. Alright. Got a little bit of time though, because I'd actually have to do some work at my other job before it gets to be midnight. I haven't done my time cards for the time I've been away, so I need to do that. Alright, let's attach this. So we need double-sided tape, of course. Let me move this out of the way because I don't want anything to happen to this cover. And this is score tape. You guys seen me use this before. I love how this tape just rips too. Let me cut off these inside threads. They are not needed or wanted. Besides, they get in the way of the tape. Now, so to attach this, we're going to use the double-sided tape and glue stick, remember, and Fabri-Tac for the inside. Or you can use art glitter glue for the inside, it doesn't matter. Whatever glue you want to use. It's up to you. I wouldn't use glue, I guess you'd even use glue stick, since our main adhesive is this double-sided tape for the edges. You guys are going to have to excuse my voice. I'm still not 100%. Where is my... Oh, there it is. I'm still not 100% from this chest infection, and I'm coughing like crazy. Some lovely colored things. Excuse me. Sorry about that, you guys. It was either wait until who knows when this cough was going to go away, or do what I wanted to do for my vacation, is film and craft. I needed this. I need the mental break. This is my safe space, and this is my me time. I don't get much of when I'm working, especially now that I'm a single parent. So, anywho, all right. So let's go ahead and pull those off. Pull off the tabs or the backing. And I'm going to be going as fast as I can because I want to keep this to an hour. Because I do need to do some of my other work, my day job work, before it gets midnight. It's the end of the month, and I got to get those time cards in. And I got to approve time cards for projects. So, okay, where are we? Okay, glue stick. Just a little glue stick again. If you're wondering, I hadn't seen this before. I am putting glue stick over the double-sided tape just to give me a little bit of time for positioning the piece. Otherwise, once the double-sided tape hits paper, it is where it is, and you'll probably damage your paper trying to pull it off if you make a mistake. All right, and then the inside is going to be I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, I believe. Yeah, I might switch because this is all Fabri-Tac I have left, and I don't know when I'll be able to afford to buy anymore. So have you guys seen my new flippers that I put up? I put up a new folio. It's like an English garden Victorian type of thing. And my new junk journal, Dark Alice 2.0. I love it. It's got 200 pages of just beautiful images and chunk full of pockets and tucks and you guys know me. And it is gorgeous. I love it. So if you haven't seen those yet, go check those out. They are on the channel, already up, and they're also available in my shop for adoption. So check those out if you're interested. All right, let's make sure these edges match up as best we can before we press down on anything. I think we got it pretty close. There we go. I think it's a little long, so we may have to trim that. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. Alright, I think we got it, so I'm going to go ahead and press down on here. And there we go. It moved a little bit. That's okay. And take my bone folder here and just do a little pressing down in the middle. Run over the glue seams here just to make sure there's good contact between the threading and the paper. And there we go. All done. Isn't it pretty? And here's the fold. There's a little bit. I think let's go ahead and trim that off. So let me just do that real quick. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to reinforce the spine. I knew it was for this. I made this too easy. But we can still do it. Don't cut the spine, Tiana. Okay, let's go ahead and, oh, if I ink that, I'm gonna cover it with tape. Okay, so for the outside, I already, you know what's funny? I had already pulled the tape out too, that I was gonna use. So that was just me messing up. Throat is killing me, you guys. And it's also the last piece I have of this. So we'll reinforce that here. Cut off this piece that we can't use. It should still be long enough. And then we'll put regular washi tape on the inside. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's a big fireworks one off. So what are you guys doing for your New Year's? I'm assuming most people were at parties and not here watching me play with my paper. Or out, but just you guys be careful if you are seeing this before you go out. Or I hope you guys made it home safe if this is after New Year's Eve. I hope you guys made it home safe, and I hope you had a great time. Have you guys thought about, well, I have, New Year's resolutions. The dreaded New Year's resolution. Well, one of mine is, I've always wanted to do this, and I don't feel the need to explain myself as to why. But I want to read the Bible in a year. The whole thing, front cover to back. And I've got a study Bible here that's actually got a calendar for what to read each day, so you make it through in a year. So that's one of them, is to actually read it all the way through. Now, whether I understand it or not, but I want to be able to say I read it. My other New Year's resolution, I make this one every year, but I'm going to really try to not quit this time because now my health depends on it, is to get in a better shape. And to do that, I want to learn a new martial art. I've already taken martial arts throughout my life in various times. And from karate to Mudo Hosensu, which is a Korean style karate, which is Japanese. I want to learn either Krav Maga, Wing Chun, or Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's what's the term? I'm so full of medicine. I'm not thinking correctly. It is his not spin-off, but offshoot from Wing Chun, which is a Chinese martial art. If you ever watched the movie Ip Man with Donnie Yu, that's Ip Man was actually the one who taught Bruce Lee, but that's Wing Chun. Okay. And we're just going to cut these extra pieces off here. There we go. And just get that little burnish real quick. Alright, for the inside, we can use anything. So I'm going to grab a washi tape. Let's see. Since we've got this, what to use? You know what? It's so thick that I'm not actually going to reinforce it. This is really thick file folder, and I think it'll be just fine with the outside. Yeah, we'll skip it. I might change my mind in the next few minutes, but let's go press down the score marks for our gusset. are good to go there. Alright, let's put down, here's our base paper, so let's put that in, or attach it to our flip. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use double-sided tape for half of that, and then also the Fabri-Tac. So closest to the fold, I'm going to put the score tape. I should be able to do two. Let's just do that. Skip the Fabri-Tac. It may hang off a little bit, but you're not going to see it. It's going to be underneath the base paper, so it'll be fine. Okay. And then on the other side, we'll use double-sided tape and Fabri-Tac. Alright, let's peel these off. And then put our base paper here. Ooh, let's do some glue stick real quick before I forget. I don't want this to get stuck because this is a really thin paper. And need a little bit of time to make sure I get it close to that fold. That score line anyway. But not over it, right? Close, but not over. There we go. Alright, that's attached. And now, we'll attach it to the actual base of the Lapbook. And again, we're going to use double-sided tape. Same method you saw me do earlier. I go through a lot of this stuff, don't I? So I started doing it this way. I just like really paranoid about the edges coming out, you guys. And this keeps that from happening so far. I haven't had any complaints about edges coming up. No, this is the boring part too, you guys. I'm sorry. You can always fast forward through this part. Please do so if that's what you do with it, if you want. I will not have my feelings hurt at all. Alright, where's that fold? Okay. So we'll do it right. Where is it? There, okay. I'm probably going to put two here. Just because. Okay. One more right here. Alright, let's press these down. Sorry for the camera shaking, you guys. If it's shaking, I'm sure it is. Alright, excuse me, I need to drink. My throat is killing me. Okay. Pull the backing off of here. I think we're making pretty decent time. It looks like we may only get to finish this part, or this piece, or section. Ugh. That's what I meant to say. Because we still have to make the file folders. And possibly stitch those. Alright. You guys know the drill. Grab the glue stick. Let's run it over tape very carefully. Okay. And I'm using the Scotch Permanent glue stick. I would have used Create, but I can't find it here lately. So this one works just as well. Or not as good, but it works. Okay. So here is our base page. We're going to put this in. Watch your strings. Put this down. Position this best we can. I think I'm going to bring it all the way over there. As close to the edge as I can. Okay. And then this will go right to that edge. Let's see if I can pull this a little more. Okay. You know what I just forgot to do? I didn't put any glue in the center. Oh, guys, I think it'll be fine, but still, that is a rookie move right there. I guess because I'm just, like I said, I'm not 100% health-wise. Let's see, and that shouldn't hopefully impede with the folding. I don't think it will. Did it? I don't think so. Hopefully it won't. I think we're fine. What is bugging me here? Alright, it is like right on the edge, so it'll fold, but oof, I almost made a bigger mistake. Oh gosh. What's going on here? Oh. Oh. Tape came up. I pulled on it too hard. Let's see here. I might have enough time to reposition this after all. I do, because of the glue stick. It hasn't attached all the way yet. Let me see. The glue stick saved me. Yay. Way to go, glue stick. Okay, so do the glue stick again. That just saved us, y'all. Okay, let's put it back on there so I can reposition it. And I can put on my Fabri-Tac. Ugh. Thank you, glue stick. Well, if that didn't prove the rule, I don't know what will. Of putting glue stick on your double-sided tape. If you don't have glue stick, you can actually also use Fabri-Tac. You can put a small bead of glue over the double-sided tape, and it'll do the same thing. That's what I used to do. Okay. Now, let's get this all the way to this edge. All the way there. Pretty close. My vision's just not so great this close up. Let me see here. Just to make sure. So I'm gonna get in the way there. Okay, we can go a little further. Oh, too far. Okay, I think we're good. But no further than that. Okay. And we'll put this down. That's better. Okay, make sure it's not impeding over here. A little bit right there. Let's push down. Okay. Whew, that was a stroke of luck right there, y'all. So if you're not sure what happened, the glue stick, we had just stopped it just in time from the double-sided tape from taking over as far as adhering. And the glue stick gave us enough time to pull off paper without tearing it, the base underneath off. So we could reposition and put the wet glue in the middle. So now, this hopefully will close a lot better. Okay, that's better. All right. So there we go. I didn't think about putting an inside paper on here, so we will. We will. Probably do something just to match this. Or something, a different color. I'm not sure. We can come back to that. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so let's get to the next piece. How much time have we got left? Let me check my phone here. We got 20 minutes. Okay, so let's make some mini file folders. Yep. Okay, just taking a look at the inside there. Okay, so we have these 3 pieces of paper. I really like that one. Let's see which order do I want to do these in. One here, there, like that. No. I know this is really OCD, guys, and it's like, who cares? Well, I care. Ooh. Do I like it this way, or these 3, or this way? I think I kind of like the graduated coloring. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, so for this, you'll need your paper and a way to make your tab. Now, sorry, I didn't already have it out. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna grab my envelope punch board to make the tabs. Now, you can cut them by hand if you'd like, very simply. Or if you have one of these punches, you can do it this way. This is the way I'm going to have to show you guys. Otherwise, just get your ruler and just cut it by hand. First, we're going to go and fold this because I wish this was double-sided. So the tab is going to be the white part here. So we're going to fold this and leave enough room for that tab. So actually, let's cut the tab first, because I don't want to fold it and not have enough room. So I'm going to do graduated tabs, so I'll have one in the left, middle, and right. So I'm going to put this right in the middle of this. And then I'll do the outside, like so. And I want to move it to the 2-inch mark, here, this edge. Hit it again, and that's my first tab. I did this the wrong way, didn't I? No, I didn't. This will just be the bottom. Okay, so this one will be the middle. And for this one, I'm going to put the edge at 2 inches. Then move it to 4. And that's my middle tab. And then we'll cut her in a second. And then for the far right one, I'm going to put this edge in the middle. That'll give me my outside edge, right? And then bring this in. Actually, let me just flip it over, be easier. To 2. All right, so now we have 1, 2, and 3. And I just did that wrong, y'all. That's okay. It'll still look okay. It'll still be fine. Okay, so instead of having it 1, 2, 3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's fine. That's okay. No big whoop. Alright, let's cut the edges off here. So I'm going to use a ruler and a knife to cut these. You could also use your paper cutter if you wanted to. I prefer to do it this way. And I'm just going to cut that off, like so. And then this is for the middle one, so we'll have to do it twice on either end. This side. And this side. I think my daughter's right here somewhere. She's sneaking up on me. Oh, she's trying to grab her charger. Okay. And this is the last one. Is that even? Yeah. Or not even straight. There we go. Okay. So there are our file folder tabs. Whew, my voice is really starting to hurt, or my throat, y'all. All right. So now that we have our tabs here, we're going to fold them up. So put your image that you want on the outside down. Take the bottom and fold it up to your tab. And you can do it a little bit further down, however you want. I normally do it about 1/8 of an inch down from the top there. I don't know why, I just like the way it looks. I just do. Okay, so there's one. Let's increase that. And then I'll take my corner rounder and just hit the corners. And there's our file folder. We're going to add a little special touch to these in a second for a little more authenticity. A little trick. We'll do that in a second. Alright, that looks about right. I haven't decided if I'm going to stitch these or not. We may not have time to do that tonight. And there we go. So these will go on here, then this one will be next, and then this one. So they'll probably be more like that, kind of on top of each other. And I think I'm gonna make gussets for these two. Let's see what time we've got here. We're at 47 minutes, so let's go ahead and make sure these are the correct width. See if we need to do any trimming there. Okay, so I think we're good. I think I may want to trim just a smidge because I don't want it. It's coming right up into that fold, and it's already on this score mark too. So if I did, yeah, let's do that. Let's just to be sure that they fit right together. Let's trim off maybe 1/4 of an inch. Just to be sure. And we can do that on my small trimmer. I think 1/4 of an inch. We do a 1/2 inch. Yeah, let's do a 1/2 inch. Just to be absolutely sure. Okay, so for this middle one though, we're gonna do a 1/4 inch on each side, so it's even. Where's the 1/4 inch mark? It doesn't have it on here. There it is. Right. Oh, I don't trust that, but I hope I got that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is that even? Oh yeah, it is. Woo! Cool beans. Alright, this one we'll do a 1/2 inch off. Okay, are these even? Yes, they are. Way to go. Oh my god. Ouch. 1 second, guys. I need to do a drink here. Alright. Let's redo these corners real quick. And I think I do want to stitch these. So I tell you what, since we are at 50 minutes right now, we're gonna push through. I'm gonna push through. All right, I'm gonna go stitch these and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. All right, I've stitched these and made sure the corners are rounded. So that's what they look like. I'm in love with this particular stitch, if you guys hadn't noticed lately. Let's go ahead and we'll ink these. I think I can do this pretty quick. And again, I'm using the Vintage Photo Distress ink. I think it looks nice against the black. But use whatever color you guys want to use, please. I think I said I was going to put gussets on these two, didn't I? So, should we push through? But I also have to get my work done. I can always film another episode tonight. So let's do that. I will finish inking these. And after putting gussets on it, I guess I don't really need to do the sides. I'm gonna grab my blending brush real quick and just blend some of this out. I'm doing my hands, so I'm not shaking the table. Okay. So since we're going to put gussets in these, I don't really need to do it on the sides that much. So let's do like so all the way around. And let's see, it is about an hour and 15 minutes to 2025. So I never did ask. I hope your holidays were well. Mine were not. And probably the worst Christmas I've ever been a part of in my life, I think, that I can recall. Christmas Eve was fine. Christmas morning was great. It was Christmas night that was a nightmare. So it was awful. I'm not even gonna get into it. But I hope y'all's Christmases were wonderful and your families and everybody made it home safely. I used to really love Christmas. I mean, I used to go all out. Between the food and my tree, I would spend at least a week or longer just decorating my tree. From the lights, you know, the amount of lights, and I mean, it would take me days just to do the lights themselves because I put so much on there. And I've got so many ornaments, from sentimental ones from trips. I mean, any trip I go to, I'd always buy an ornament. Or, you know, special outing or whatever, I buy a Christmas ornament to remember by. And so I've got so many of those. I've got ornaments that I've inherited that were my mother's mother's. And I've got some collections of my own that my mother started for me. So I've got tons of those. I have so many ornaments, and they're all quite expensive or of some, you know, big sentimental value to me. And this year, it wasn't in me. I didn't have it in me to do it like I normally did. I did it mainly for my daughter. You know, she loves Christmas, I got this really cute picture of her in her pajamas just staring at the tree sitting on the floor. And granted, my daughter is 17 years old, but she's always going to be my little baby. And it's a cute little picture. Anywho. So yeah, that was my best friend coming up and opening up gifts with my husband and daughter were probably the best parts. Or were the best parts of Christmas for me. And you know, usually I always make French toast or some kind of brunchy thing, and so yeah, my daughter was very pleased with what she got. She is, I wish I could buy her everything in the world, but she never asked for anything. She's so unspoiled. She has everything she's ever asked for, but she's such a great kid. She deserves whatever she asks for. Okay, so these are inked. Let's go ahead and I don't think we're going to have time to do the gussets and whatnot tonight, so let's just place these and see how they're going to look, and we'll pick right back up on this section in the next video. So we'll place them as such, because I think I want the tab to kind of stand up there, and then I want this to come all the way down to here. So I think that's how they're going to go. Just like that. So we'll have these, they'll have gussets, so they'll be big enough pockets to hold things. And yeah, I think it looks really great. What do you guys think? And this will come over the top. And then we're going to put some, a large pocket here to hold notes, maybe 2 short ones. And then I think I'm going to put a large open pocket here to hold envelopes for letter writing or whatnot. Or for, you know, the weekly donation at Mass. So you can put those in there for their tithe envelopes. But anyway, I think that came out really good. So we've got these 2 going. And I will see you guys in the next video. In the description, I will put in all the links that I mentioned. Hopefully I'll remember them all. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell to get notified whenever I put up new content. Please if you liked the video today or liked the stuff that we did or learned something, please give me a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. And go check out some of the new stuff in the store at storeyhouse.etsy.com. And also, don't forget, I put up my first free digital for you guys to show a little bitty thing to show my appreciation of how much I love you guys. It's on my Kofi site, and the link will be in the description below as well as I think that's it. So make sure you guys come back for the next video, and I will see you guys there. Y'all have a good night. Happy New Year. Best to you. Bye.